you, those who are early and punctual, well done. Just a reminder, make sure, oh dear, there's a typo error at the top. There is introduction. Sorry about that. Okay, those who are already here, make sure you have checked in at the e-attendance on Spectrum first, yeah? While we wait for the others. So make sure you have already checked in for your attendance. Okay. So how many people? 269. There is 25 in this class. Two. If you have any problem with connectivity, please do let me know, yeah, as soon as possible. Whether it's on the video or audio or on chat, because later on I'll move on to chat. Five. All right. Most of y'all are on board. That's good. For being punctual, that's the first thing you should take note of, yeah? Okay, good afternoon, boys and girls. You are in K8. Your group is K8, right? And my name, I'm Madam Irene Chia, and I'll be doing this course with you, GLT1011, Technical Writing Skills in English, okay? We will start today, since we're already in the video room. I will start by doing a short introduction on the course, yeah? I will do share screen, and I will just go through a few points with you regarding this course, okay? And after which, we will move to the chat room, okay? Because we only need to come to the video room when I have my when I do share screen, right, with my slides. Otherwise, most of the time, I prefer to communicate with you on chat room lah, on this Microsoft Teams. And so for your normal classes from next week onwards, I'll start the class in the chat room first. Okay. So today will be a short 1 hour session since it's only an introduction. Yeah. So I hope everybody is on board now. And if anyone is, if you know of any of your friends who have problem getting in, I think it's already 100% in. So I will start now. And any questions that you would like to ask, feel free to ask, unmute yourself and just ask there and then. And if at any time you can't see my slides or you can't hear me clearly, please let me know immediately. You can cut me short and let me know immediately, no problem. Don't let me finish slides, then only you tell me you didn't see a thing or hear a thing, okay? All right, let me go to I'll do my share point now, yeah? Right, can you see my slide?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Once again, it should be introduction, like a typo error. I didn't notice just now. All right, right. So just to make sure that you are in the right class and doing the right course that you have signed up for, this is GLT 1011, technical writing skills in English. Yeah. So this is semester 1 for the new academic year. Okay. Right, these are some contact details about myself. This is, I'm Madam Irene Choylin. You can just call me Madam Irene, okay? My email and my phone number. If at any time you wish to contact me regarding the course, yeah? Information or questions, feel free to contact me. But at the same time, I would like to have a WhatsApp group for this class, right? So somebody, so you need to start a WhatsApp group for this class after this later on. So we can also communicate through the WhatsApp group in the course of the week, right? So at any time your questions, especially more so in the situation that we are in now, I doubt we'll ever get to meet face to face. Yeah. So if you have any queries and anything that's any niggling worries that's bugging you, just let me know about it. And you can post your questions in the WhatsApp group, or you can email me or text me personally if you don't wish to post it in public. It doesn't matter right? But just as long as make sure you have anything that you're not sure, that you're not clear, let me know. Okay. Right. Next will be this is very important. Please take note, everyone. Right. Reminders. Now, but anything that is in red means very important. Yeah. Pay attention. The prerequisite for this course is, of course, first of all, you must have at least a band 4 MUET which I'm sure all of you have that, and a pass in GLT 1009. Please note this. It's not only in red, it's bold and it's underlined. Okay, a pass in GLT 1009. So that make sure you're clear. You know that you realize that so that we don't want any one of you halfway through the course after 7 weeks, then only you realize that you have not met the prerequisite. Yeah, then you will have to drop the course, so you have wasted your time. Okay, so make sure you have passed your GLT 1009, most likely in the previous semester. I believe you're all in year 2, year 2 sem 1, I think. Okay, secondly, attendance. Attendance, you will have to take your own attendance using by checking in at the e-attendance sheet form that is on a spectrum. I noticed just now quite a number of you have already checked in, but there are still about 9 of you still haven't checked in. Please, those whoever have not checked in yet, please do so. Okay, and submit supporting documents if you're absent, and that's the norm, right? If you're absent for the class, if you're sick, please go and see a doctor, get an MC, or any other occasions or reasons why you cannot attend the class, please have a letter of exemption. Yeah, so these are official documents that need to be submitted together at the end of the course that will align with your attendance. And please mind you, attendance will have to be no less than 90%. 90%. And by attendance, we mean that attending the online class You may have marked your attendance, e-attendance, and then disappear off somewhere, but without attending the class. Please don't do that, or don't entertain any ideas of doing that, because in the what do you call it, during the online class, I will be calling you. I have your names, so do not be caught lah, right? By what do you call it? Your name is called and there's no answer. That means you're not there. Okay, so please, participation and attendance are equally important for this course, as well as your assignments and so on. So it is part of your assessment marks as well for attendance and for participation. Please take note of that. Okay, next is your textbook. Now this course comes with a textbook and only 70 ringgit. Why I say only? Because this book, which I'll show you in the next slide, is completely printed and written in the US. So it is not a local book, not a locally written book. And in fact, it costs in the bookstore outside around 90 over USD, almost 100 USD, the book. So paying 70 ringgit for it is, I should say, that cheap lah, because the university or unit Bahasa has done its part by negotiating the price, I think, and subsidized for you lah, students. Okay. So since we're all online, you will get to buy the book online. So use this link, right, to order for your book. As soon as you have decided to stay on in this course, so please do so, get your textbook as soon as possible, because for your information, there are about 400 over students have signed up for this course. So the bookshop that is supplying you is a local bookstore. It's a normal book, the usual bookstore that the university deals with on a regular basis. So it's a local bookstore. So please do not wait until, it may go out of stock, right? If too many students have ordered it, and it may go out of stock. And we have students sometimes, over the years, throughout the whole course, they could not get hold of the textbook. That would not be good lah, because without the textbook, not likely that you do well in the course, okay? And strictly no photocopies, no illegal downloads is allowed. Please, nobody's going to check on you on this. You have to have your integrity lah, yourself, be ethical. Do not, after all, you're university students, right? The future leaders, right? So set a good example, be ethical in your practices. So do not do illegal downloads and do not photocopy the book. Get the textbook, right? The textbook as soon as possible if you decide to do the course. And this is what I tell my students every year. This textbook is not just for this course, in the sense that it's a very good reference book actually, and you can carry it with you right into when you enter the marketplace, when you go out to work in the future. Is to do with writing in the workplace. So there are a lot of good examples and references that you can refer to, right, when you need to do writing in the workplace. And this is what we are doing actually in this course, right? Writing of reports and letters and so on. Okay, so it's a good book to keep. Do not sell it off the minute you finish this course. Yeah, it's a very good reference book actually. So keep in mind that, and so get hold of the book as soon as you can. Yeah, and next is a any course information, handouts, exercises, or announcements will be posted on Spectrum. Okay, so please check the Spectrum regularly, yeah, for any information, handouts, and so on. Because I won't be posting you I won't be sending out any handouts, exercises. It's all posted on Spectrum. Okay? Are you still with me? Okay, yeah, so far, any questions? Feel good?
Yep, it's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, all good.
All right, wonderful. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah, So this is the textbook that I was talking about. Yeah, it's a 4th edition. It's concise version. So it's actually more readable than the previous one that students use. 4th edition. Okay, so this is the one. Yeah, it's called Successful Writing at Work. That's what you are doing for this course. Just in case you don't know what you have signed up for, technical writing skills is to do with writing at work, writing in the workplace. Yeah. So this is the textbook that we'll be referring to most of the time throughout this course. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Learning outcomes. Yeah. Learning outcomes for this course. So now we've got to look at what do you hope to acquire, right, at the end of this course. So the learning outcome says here is at the end of this course, students are able to, number one, okay, before we go to this learning outcomes, just a quick, what do you call it, a quick survey. What do you think is technical writing all about? What is technical writing? Or what are examples of technical writing? After all, you sign up for this course, right? So you should have some idea what you're getting yourself into. What is technical writing or examples of technical writing? Anybody? Anybody?
Learning a proper way to write a proposal.
Yeah, proper way to write proposal. Yes, exactly. Proper, not just proposal. Proposal is one example of technical writing. Yeah, because normally as students, most of you probably it would have crossed your mind, yeah, to think, what am I doing? Is writing important? Once I've graduated, once I'm not a student anymore, or is writing only important to students? You have to write essays. You have to write maybe research reports for your studies and so on. Book reports maybe. So is writing important at the workplace? Very much so. There's a lot of writing to be done at the workplace. Proposal is one of them. In fact, proposal is one of those formal reports. Besides proposals, what else? What kind of writing do you think you will be engaged in or you will need to do, right, in your workplace? Besides proposals? Give me some more examples.
Report.
Sorry? Reports, yeah. Reports can be formal reports, informal reports, yeah. What else? Proposals, reports. What else? Something very, something less daunting, maybe a little bit less challenging than reports, but nevertheless still need to be done and is done very regularly at the workplace.
Invitation message.
Email.
Very good. Yes, correspondence. All kinds of correspondence is done at the workplace. Email is one. What else? Email.
Formal letter, informal letter.
Letters, business letters, business letters. And of course, memos lah. Yeah, memos, writing of memos. So as you can see, technical writing, these are examples of technical writing. What technical writing is not, it is not creative writing. Yeah, so we are not here to, the importance of technical writing is to be able to, it's basically conveying information through writing, giving information through writing, right? For example, writing letters, writing memos, you're passing on information to the readers, right? And so the purpose, in fact, of technical documents is to inform, to persuade, to convince, to propose what? For example, proposing a solution to a problem. Yeah, convince who? Convince your reader, maybe to you are talking at the workplace scenario, to buy your products, to use your service. So it's to convince, to give information, to recommend something, to propose something, and so on. It is not to entertain. So technical writing is not, the purpose is not to entertain your readers. Entertain your readers is like creative writing, you know, writing poems, using beautiful language or metaphors, you know, writing love stories or mystery stories. It is not creative writing. So in a sense, technical writing is quite dry lah. It's quite dry. It's quite boring, but it has a very important purpose lah. Okay, and in fact, the most important thing that you should consider, one of the most important things that you should consider when you write technical document is know who your readers are. Readers, it's called audience. Audience here refers to readers because you are interacting with your reader, because you are passing on information to your reader, so that when your reader reads your information, they can do something, carry out something. Manuals, for example, you know, manuals is also an example of technical writing, right? You write out a manual on how to set up something, how to set up your printer, and so on. So the reader who reads it must be able to carry out that function after reading your manual. Okay, so that's basically technical writing, is giving information via writing, through writing. Okay, so we will come back to here in this case. So now that you have sort of an idea, yeah, what technical writing is. So at the end of this course, you should be able to it's very important as a technical writer, you must know who your audience are, who you are writing to, who your readers are, and purpose for writing. Why are you writing this document? Why are you writing this letter? Why are you writing this report? Is it to inform? Is it to propose? Is it to convince? Is it to persuade? Okay? Is it to sell an idea? So knowing who your reader is and knowing why you are writing is one of the first things you should know as a technical writer before you even start composing your message. Okay? So that you, in order to have to be effective in your writing. Effective means whatever you write to your reader understands what you're saying. No point writing something in perfect English, but the reader does not understand what you're saying. So your writing must be clear and clearly understood by your readers. Okay, all right, number 2, write appropriate messages for brief. Yeah, you'll be covering brief correspondence. You'll be learning how to write, like what was mentioned earlier, memos, emails, letters. So those are brief, they are called brief correspondence. Is under technical writing. You will also be doing informal reports. Reports, there are 2 types. Informal are called short reports. And then we come to the formal or long reports. So you'll be doing both. Okay? So basically, this is what you'll be covering in the course. All right? Okay, shall I go on? Okay, no question. Let me move on, yeah. Synopsis, right? The synopsis, in a nutshell, this course will introduce students to effective technical writing skills. You learn to write effectively technical documents, yeah? Using materials related to the workplace, students will be taught in stages to write a variety of technical documents. Okay? So actually what you're learning in this course, it doesn't stop the minute you have finished the course or you have got your handed in your assignments and you complete the course. It carries you, actually you learn a skill that will be very important to you in the workplace, in your workplace, in the near future. Excuse me, yeah, you'll be, it's a very hands-on, and you can apply it very, it has a good application at the workplace in the future. You know, at the workplace, people are looking for people who can write. Being able to write is a very important skill. Yeah, which you will soon realize as you go along. Okay, so here we are. This is called synopsis. Yes, this is the course synopsis. Okay, this one is very important. Yeah, continue assessments. Yeah, good news is there's no final exam. Yeah, so your assessments will be continuous, and it will be carried out over these 3 weeks. Towards the second half of the course. Yeah. In week 8, this is week 1. In week 8, you'll be doing a test. You'll be sitting for a test, and it's an individual attempt. Excuse me. 40% 40% is quite high. It's almost half the total weightage. 40% test week 8. Keep these dates in mind. Note these dates. These are all important dates. Yeah. Week 10, you'll be doing a group presentation, which carries a weightage of 10%. What will you be presenting? You'll be presenting the content of your progress report. So by the way, from week 10, 11, 14, these are all group work. So the only individual work is the one that involves tests, yeah? So week 10, your group, as a group, you will present the content of your progress report. Progress report is the short report. And then you submit the progress report the following week, and that carries 20%. And then finally, week 14 is where you, and after that, you will continue to work on your report, because from the progress report, you will work on to produce your proposal, which is the long report. Okay, this is a formal report, the long report, and the proposal will be, you will need to submit in your last week, your final week. And this proposal carries 30%. So basically, this is what you will be required to do. So all these, in fact, week 10, 11, 14, these three is group work. So keep that in mind. You will need to probably, starting even from today, look for your group, form a group, look for your group members to decide on your group, to work on your assessment. Yeah. So no more, okay, the number of members, there are 25, I think, in the class, more or less. So there should be about 4 to 5 members in the group. Yeah. So I think, I don't know how well you know, whether you know one another in this group, but I think you need to reach out to one another and try to form your groups as soon as possible. Okay. If you're alone in this, or you don't know of anybody in this, just let me know right? If you don't have anyone you can reach out to, or you're not familiar. But anyway, you soon get to know each other virtually whatever. Yeah. So form your group. Think of forming. Think of who you want to approach, or who do you want to join to form your group for your assessment. Yeah. So the same group will be working through the progress report and then finally the proposal report. Okay. Right. Questions?
No
Feel
question.
good?
So far, so good.
No.
So far, so good. Wonderful. All right, we will go to the, okay, so this is my last slide. It says here, in 30 minutes, write a formal complaint. Not 30 minutes, I'll give you this as a homework. Okay, you have a homework today. And what are you required to do? Write a formal complaint letter about a product or service you are not happy about, using the format and style you think are appropriate. Now, you would have done letter writing in the past before in your school also, and so on. So you have an idea on how to write a letter, a formal letter, not an informal, formal letter. In this case, it's a complaint letter. Yeah. So use whatever you have learned, right, previously, and come out with a formal complaint letter regarding a service or product you're not happy about. And what you need to do is email your letter to me. You have my email address. I will give you my contact details again afterwards in the chat room. Yeah, email to me. Don't worry, this is not an assessment. That's why it's called a warm-up. You won't be graded on this. You won't be assessed. Just that the reason why I asked you to do this is so that in week 7 you will re-look at the letter you have written and edit it based on what you have learned by week 7. Is that all right? Okay, so homework. Yeah, right, that's it for that's all my sharing regarding the class, regarding the course. Yes, so I shall close this first. Let me come back to your, I will close my right, stop sharing. Okay, ever stop sharing? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I've switched off my video. How many of you now? You're still here. All right, let me switch on my video again. Right. Any questions? Any questions? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 18, 16, 4. Okay, I think 1 or 2 are still missing. Find out who are they. Any questions so far? If no, all right. I think no news means good news lah. Okay. What I need to do now is before we go to the chat room. All right. So I finished sharing my slide. Yeah. If you need me to repeat certain aspects or certain slides, just let me know. I can show the slide again. Otherwise, before we go to the chat room, just a few things. I might as well let you know now, so that you can remember that, keep that in mind. So what we have covered just now is the introduction to the course. So if any of you have any problem with connectivity, right, please let me know as soon as possible. So I hope just now throughout that short presentation, you are all okay, right? You are able to listen, you're able to see the slides, yeah? Okay. And remember the very important, yeah, prerequisite for this course, make sure you have already passed your GLT1009 so that you are able to, in order to qualify to take the course, yeah? So you have a pass in your GLT1009. Right, and later on, I hope somebody in this group can volunteer. Can you set up a WhatsApp group? Yeah, anybody set up a WhatsApp group for this class? You know how to set it up in the on the
Doctor,
chat.
there is someone already set up the WhatsApp group already.
Sorry?
There is someone set up the WhatsApp group
set up already. Oh, wonderful. Okay, good. Is it in the chat room?
Yeah, it's the chat room.
Wonderful, wonderful. Excellent. Okay, so please sign in to the WhatsApp group. I will also be in. So in that case, anything, what do you call it? Like I say, any communication, anything you need to ask in the course of the week regarding the course, yeah, through the WhatsApp group. Right. So remember the important dates for your assessment. Yeah, you have a test, you have a group presentation, you have a, what do you call it? Progress report submission and a proposal submission. Yeah. And another thing is, please look up your spectrum for week 1. Dr. Yo, the course coordinator, has posted 2 important documents there, the course pro forma and the maklumat khusus regarding this course. In the maklumat khusus, you can see the schedule. What do we do in week 1? This is week 1, week 1, week 2, week 3, and so right up to week 14. And the dates for your assessments are all there, right, in your maklumat khusus. Download it for your reference. Okay, it's on Spectrum week 1. Yeah. Okay, and all right, so just a few more before we move on to the chat room. Just a reminder, punctuality, very important. Okay, the course starts at, this class starts at 4 p.m., yeah, 4 to 7. But for today, we will finish in 1 hour, right, because it's just introduction. Punctuality, important. Participation, like what I said, please participate in the class, yeah. Answer questions, or, you know, through the course of the, it's very easy to sit behind your screen and just go off somewhere, but don't do that yeah. If you want to benefit as much as possible from this course, as you know, doing it online is very challenging, not just for the person, the instructor, even for you students. It's better to have a physical class anytime. I believe so yeah, it's easier to interact. So, but what to do? We are in this situation, we make the best of it So you need to, of course, attendance and participation in the class. Okay? And before I forget, it will be good if all of you put a profile picture, yeah, for your profiles here, so that at least a picture of yourself not of your goldfish or of your pet cat or puppy dog. So that at least I can put a face. I mean, you know how I look like, so at least I can put a face to your name. Can you do that? Yeah. By next week, update your profile picture. All right, so that at least I know who is who I'm talking to, or put a face to your name. Okay? All right. Any questions? I will pick up those. I'll put those reminders again. Shall we then now? We leave here. We go to the chat. We will go to the chat room now. Okay, we'll go to the chat room now. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave.